On January 25th, the Gladstone Community Centre officially unveiled its new identity, the Co-op Community Centre, thanks to a 5-year naming rights deal with Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op. Now, Co-op has had a presence in the community for over 95 years and is currently in the process of designing and building a new multi-million-dollar travel centre on Highway 16, which runs through Gladstone. Several dignitaries were on hand for the ceremony, including Dauphin Swan River Neepawa MP Dan Mazur, Agassiz MLA Jody Byram, and Westlake Gladstone Mayor Daryl Shipman, all of whom congratulated and thanked Co-op for their investment in the community. Co-op General Manager Brian Hedley took the opportunity to update the community on the status of the upcoming travel centre. Because of the economic realities of the past couple of years and anticipated supply chain interruptions and tariffs, the original plan for the travel centre is being downsized, with the option to expand later in a phased-in approach. This was preferable to delaying the project or canceling it altogether. For the time being, lumber and hardware will remain in their current location, while other elements of the project will proceed on a smaller footprint, including the food store. Hedley says that the redesigned travel centre will be brought back to the community just as the first one was, and any future updates will be communicated as they are available.
Good morning. Thank you for waiting for me. I had a little bit of troubles coming out of my house this morning, but other than that, we're all okay. Made it safely. So it's great to be here today and be celebrating with you on this special occasion, actually, of the announcement of the renaming of this community center. And as your local member of parliament, I would like to thank the organizers and the volunteers for making this and hosting this event. I know these things don't happen by themselves, so thank you for that, for putting all this on. And today, you know, it's really a special day. I was driving here today, I was trying to think about what a community center really means to us. I have lots of fond memories from Justice, down just north of Brandon there, at that little community center. Lots of nights that we played whist. I don't know if you still do that here as a community, but different card games, checkers. We brought the whole families out. And lots of them. We had, of course, we had anniversaries, we had social events now, today. But we need places like this to gather as a community. And this is so important. And thank you, Co-op, and thank you to the community of Gladstone for doing this. And really recognizing just how important a center like this is so important to everyone in the community. And I think we've forgotten that, especially in politics. I think we've really forgotten that today. COVID did take a lot of the community out of us, I thought. We were forced to be isolated for days on end, not talking to anybody. And you can't do community by virtual. You can't do it online. You need community face to face. I can attest to that by trying to connect with people from all across Canada, all across the world. You can't beat the connection when you sit across the table, have a cup of coffee with them, and talk things out. So thank you for that. And this is why this community club and this community will thrive into the future. So, and as your member of parliament, I am committed to supporting local initiatives that unite our communities and grow our region. So I'm looking forward to the many conversations that we can have in this community center today and in the future. Thank you.
Well, I'm just back from a little vacation. Got home very early this morning. And I just want to thank everybody here in Gladstone for the nice warm welcome here at a -15 as opposed to -45, I think other places in the province saw last week. So I picked a good week to have a little vacation. So again, thank you Gladstone for the warm welcome home. And with that warm welcome, it's also a great pleasure to be here today and celebrate with the Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op as well as the community of Gladstone in their partnership. And we all know that co-ops are a very important part of communities, providing employment opportunities, partnerships like we've seen here today in communities with initiatives and organizations. Co-ops we know are local and are known to invest in their respective communities, always giving back to, like I said, local organizations. Partnering with the clubs and sport groups and recreation is, again, a very integral part to building communities and building the growth in our areas. I know the Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op has provided funding for many kids' activities and events. I know they supported and contributed in some capacity to a very, very successful food drive here in the fall in the town of Gladstone. And I know there's going to be some children's activities here later on this afternoon, and I know there's some anxious ones in the back waiting for that to happen here. And co-op, it's about community and, again, engaging with people, bringing people together, whether it be at the sports events or food events and or hall events, like we see here in this space, always bringing community together in celebration and collaboration on whatever. Today's celebration again demonstrates that local support, demonstrates the local support and the important partnership that will continue to foster a sense of belonging and community spirit. I want to say thank you to the co-op members and volunteers, again, who helped put on today. Ali, I know, was a big individual organizing today's event, and I think Stephanie Campbell had a handle in this as well with the planning of the kids' activities, so thank you to you folks for making that happen. And again, congratulations to Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op, the Gladstone District Community Centre, on this new naming rights agreement that we have. And for the next 5 years, this will enhance the space and strengthen the community fabric that we have here. So thank you to all of you community members, co-op members, and I wish you all the best as you continue to celebrate in this great space. So thank you.
Good morning. It's nice to see a few people come out. I was worried with the weather yesterday that this event might not even go on, but luckily things worked out and we're all here. It's a very special time for us to have some great support of the co-op in Gladstone. With them, it means so much for us. So on behalf of the community, the Council of the Municipality of Western Gladstone, I want to express our deepest gratitude to the Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op for their generous commitment made for the naming rights to the local hall here in Gladstone. This financial support will help maintain our hall for years to come. Their support will help defray the costs of regular maintenance and cleaning, painting, repairs, replacing worn-out tables and chairs and equipment. This saving will allow council to put those dollars into other services and programs that will benefit all the ratepayers throughout the municipality. Neepawa-Gladstone has been a staple in our community and the municipality for over 95 years and continues to provide employment opportunities, economic growth, and community stability. The addition of the co-op community hall shows our ongoing commitment to investing in our municipality. Our communities and surrounding areas rely very much on this support. We look forward to continuing our support of the co-op as it plays such a vital role providing quality and competitively priced goods and services for all. Food, fuel, hardware, lumber, agricultural products and services are just some of the things required by our ratepayers, residents, families, friends, and travelers to our municipality. Again, I want to thank Neepawa-Gladstone for their support. Hopefully everyone noticed the beautiful bright new signage outside the building. It's really magnificent at nighttime when the lights are on. And this will allow us to recognize them for years to come for their commitment and support of our community hall. So thank you again. Thank you, Brian. My regards to all the employees of the co-op for the great job they're doing. We look forward to working with you guys over the next 5 years. Thanks a lot.
Before we begin, I'd like to ask for a moment's silence for the loss of one of our previous employees, Marlon McCaskill. Marlon worked at our Gladstone Agro and will be deeply missed, so please bow with me. Thank you. We're proud to gather today to celebrate this partnership between Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op and the municipality of Westlake Gladstone. It highlights our shared value of building up our community through local investments. Neepawa-Gladstone Co-op has been a staple in this municipality for over 95 years. It provides employment opportunities, economic growth, and community stability. The addition of the co-op community hall shows our ongoing commitment to investing in the future of this community. On the drive here, I was telling Tanya and Mom that who knew that Gladstone would be such a big part of our life. 36 years ago, we were here. I was certainly here for the first time when my sister Gina and Kent, for Gina and Kent Freeborn's social. Then from 1998 on, I've been here playing hockey and bringing 4 kids over for hockey, baseball, soccer, you name it. I too want to thank Stephanie, the Recreation Leisure Director, for helping to plan and execute this event, and our Marketing Manager, Ali. Also would like to thank our friends Dan and Jody and Daryl, Gladstone, WCGTV and NACTV, Neepawa Banner Press, and all of you for joining us to celebrate this important event. So changing gears a little bit, we thought this would be an opportunity to share a brief update on the proposed travel center to be located at the current C-Store and gas bar site in Gladstone. The original plan proposed was to build a combined 23,000 square foot facility that would include food, lumber and hardware, upgraded C-Store, gas bar, and card lock. 2023 saw numerous adverse economic conditions that negatively impacted our financial performance. Fertilizer and glyphosate pricing evaluation, depressed food margins, lower fuel selling prices all contributed to the financial performance being below expectations. Overall operating costs were up due to high inflation. 2024 has seen further economic challenges, including declining refining margins, falling oil prices, increased costs due to the cybersecurity incident at the FCL level, and reducing patronage that we received from them. At a local level, we also had increased costs and loss due to the cybersecurity incident, additional glyphosate devaluation, lower selling prices on fertilizers, and lower fuel selling prices due to the Manitoba fuel tax holiday. So operating costs were up due to continued high inflation. 2025 could see significant supply chain disruption and increased costs with the Trump presidency beginning due to the 25% tariffs on the Canadian goods currently being proposed. The above mentioned items in 23 and 24 have negatively impacted our financial performance and capacity to finance this project at its current state. It requires changes to the overall scope of the project. So 2025 could also bring adverse impacts to our business given all the uncertainty. The estimated construction cost of the proposed project came in substantially higher than originally projected. This will result in changes required to the project scope. So a reduction in the square footage is needed to lower the overall cost of the project. Lumber and hardware will be removed from the project and will remain at the current location, downtown Gladstone. This business unit will be reviewed in detail and changes may be made to its operations in an effort to increase profitability as the business unit continues to be unprofitable. Off-sale, motel, quick service restaurant, or are still under consideration but may become part of the future phase of the project due to the current cost considerations. So an example of a phased-in project is the Neepawa-Agro. The first phase was site prep, second phase was offices and warehouse, seed treating plant, third phase was granular fertilizer and card lock. The fourth phase will not happen until the Gladstone store is completed, but it will be a granular warehouse similar to Gladstone's and potentially a liquid fertilizer plant. So as you can see, that project has been phased over several years. Traditionally on projects, we announce 6 months in advance when we're starting. And what the membership does not see is the years of planning and preparations. The community has requested transparency on the project, which we have provided. And unfortunately, that means we share in the disappointment on setback delays and redesigns. We're not the only ones that are being cautious. Many co-ops have postponed or canceled projects altogether in the last 3 months. Federated themselves announced pausing the renewable diesel plant in Regina due to political uncertainty, but especially due to rising costs. So we could pause the Gladstone store and wait for lower pricing, but instead we've decided to downsize and continue. So our next step will be to begin the process again with a smaller redesigned store, price out and resubmit to FCL for the feasibility. Once the design is completed, we'll provide the community with information. So this process won't take as long as the first one, as many of our Saskatoon people already are familiar with the project, but I don't know exactly how long that'll be. So we want to thank you for your continued patience and support. Know that we are working hard on this project still, and we'll provide further updates as they become available. And so I will be around for any questions from anyone. But we would like to invite you to join us for a pork on a bun lunch and the kids' activities and draws. So thank you and enjoy your day.